Hi, let us learn about basics of MS Project. In today's session, we learn about Introduction to MS Project. This software accepts project's complete task list along with duration, start date, and finish date, combined with resource allocation against each task. In return, this application provides two important values. Number one, time taken to complete the project, and number two, cost required for the entire project. Many graphical and text reports are also supported as output of the project. At the end of the project, you can also compute the variance between the planned time and cost compared to actual time and cost. You can save multiple plans in the form of baselines. Depending on the situation, you can save different timelines since the delay might happen in the first proposed timeline. These timelines are called baselines. Finally, you can compare any baseline to the actual time taken by the entire project to complete. Let us start with the introduction today. On the top, we can find the tabs available. Along with that, the quick access toolbar available, which is available in all MS applications. Once we go down, we can see that the entire screen is divided in two parts. The first part on the left side is the table of entries and the right side is Gantt chart. With that, in the Gantt chart, we can find timeline also available, and towards bottom left, we can find here manual auto schedule option. And then instant views can be seen over here. As required, we can design our screen on the quick access toolbar according to our needs and add some buttons over here. In the first place, let us now start to understand how we should start MS Project. The very first thing that MS Project should know about any project is your calendar days. What are your work days available? What are the company holidays, for example, and what are the weekend days available, along with the workday times. To set up the calendar for the project, we should go to Option, Project, Change Working Time, and open up a new window called Change Working Time. In this window, we can set up the current project timings. For that, we've got various options available over here. Standard project, 24 hours, and night shift. Before we move on to set up the days, holidays, timelines for the current calendar, let us see what is the meaning of 24 hours and night shift. 24 hours basically goes from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. every day. Therefore, the project will be working round the clock in the entire work cycle, and you will see that there is no holiday marked over here. The legend indicates working days with the white box over there, non-working day with the gray box over there, and then editing done in the dates is supported by underscore available with the exception and non-default work week also. If you go to the next option, which is night shift, for example, this gives an example to start your day, for example on Monday from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. and then at the break time when the date changes, we should not be extending the range to 1 a.m. for example. We should be using 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. over here. As we move on to the next day in the night shift calendar, for example, we can find we continue from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. That means my total time taken during the night for the first 4 hours is 11 to 12 on the previous night, and following to the next day we take 12 to 3 a.m. Then 3 to 4 a.m. is a break time available, and from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. we complete the second 4-hour cycle. Subsequently, on second day, for example, in the evening or late evening, we start our next day available at 11 p.m. for example up to 12 a.m. and subsequently the other days follow. On the last day, for example, my fifth night work day, I'll be finishing my work in the morning at 8 a.m. and thereafter there will be an off day on Saturday evening and Sunday evening, starting the work again on next Monday. That's how the night shift calendar works. Let us try to see how to add the proper timings as per the requirement on a standard project calendar. In the standard project calendar, as we can notice over here, when the week starts, we've got timings available from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then a gap then 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Taking this into consideration, we can always change the default time available and the default days available. How to apply that? Before we apply that, we should always create a new calendar based on the standard project calendar. So we should create a new calendar now. For example, we go for the new calendar over here and say our new calendar is named as the company name, for example. So we make a copy of standard calendar over here, and we don't have to make a new base calendar like the existing calendars. We have to make a copy only. So we can go to OK here and create a copy available here now. Now in this calendar for Kenhal, for example, we can start creating the days and the timings available for the current calendar. To define the work week available, we have to go to the work week tab over here and then go for details. Right here, since we have set up the timings available in the main project over there, we can set up over here also and see that from Monday to Friday, for example, we want to set the timings to our own specific timings. So we can go to set days to these specific timings, for example, and we can set up 9 a.m. in the morning to 1 p.m. and then we can go to set up 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So on these days, we set up the timings available over here. Now these are set up over here. You can notice that 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. timings can be applied. Besides that, we can set the exception days available. So we can go here in the exceptions tab and, for example, apply an exception date available. For example, 22nd March happens to be a holiday because of a reason. So that's a holiday marked over here. I can label my day with a specific holiday over here with a specific title required. This starts on 22nd March. So we could have gone to that particular date and started over there, or else we can go here, choose the calendar and apply 22nd March over here. In case you want to apply a half day, for example, we can go for the next requirement over here, and you can notice 22nd March is marked over here as the holiday. For example, if I want to go to the last Friday, for example, and mark it as a half day available over here, I can then choose this particular date and then mark this as half day for this specific month. As I press a tab, in this case, you can notice that I marked my date first. Therefore, when I press a tab here, this date automatically appears here. And once I go to the date available here, I can go to details and then specify the work time available over here. I want the half day available, for example, so I can go to the second row and then press delete on the keyboard to clear my second row timings from here. That's a half day available now. Appears for only one occurrence for 26th March and then OK. Returning back, I can see only half day timings available over here. So you can notice that in this case, we have taken full work week available from 9 to 6 p.m. with a break in between, and we have taken 22nd March as an exception day plus 26th March as a holiday. So you can notice the legend over here. This is grayed out over here, a standard grayed out over here, and then we have taken this as a non-working day, for example, plus we have taken this as a edited day over there in this case. Okay, that's how we can set up the calendar as per the requirement. We consider looking at the other options in the subsequent sessions. Thank you.